Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.
Hello, I'm Lori Steiner. Welcome to Golden Opportunities.
Today, a free club with health benefits. We'll preview the perks and say how to sign up. Then, we'll help you choose how to be charitable while still looking after your loved ones. Mind, Body, Spirit. We'll reveal ways to restore them all. Plus, we'll school you on how to be a lifelong learner. And we'll have a friendly reminder on how to promote fellowship.
It's time to get GOing, so pull up a chair and join us at our kitchen table for Golden Opportunities. Gardening, movie screening, support groups, lectures. Where can you find all this and more in a free program presented by University Hospitals? Kristen Idoni has joined us in the UH Broadcast Center to explain. Kristen is the program manager for Age Well, Be Well at University Hospitals. So welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Well, tell us first, what is Age Well, Be Well?
Age Well, Be Well is University Hospital's wellness club. It was started to address the 10,000 seniors every day that turn 65 in the United States, which is a huge number.
It is.
And so we're trying to manage the health of that population by presenting this program to the demographic where University Hospitals are. And the program addresses the whole senior citizen. And it's just a wonderful program.
So what does it involve besides fun and support?
Well, there's a lot of fun and support. There are support groups. There are social events. It involves grief counseling for the senior citizens that may have lost a spouse or a friend. It is everything from gardening to, as you said, to social events. There's songwriting. There are many events in all 12 hospital systems.
Okay, well, it sounds like there's a lot of things going on, so how do people find out about that?
We send out a quarterly newsletter, which will come out July 1st. We split it this time because there are so many events into East Side and West Side. If the senior citizen has provided us with an email address, they get it emailed to them. If they have not, we will mail it to them. And they can look through that and pick what they want to attend, and then by location where they live, they can go anywhere on the east side or anywhere on the west side, because if you're a member at one hospital, you're a member at all 12.
Wow, okay. And I know that they have seminars because I've spoken at one.
You did speak at one of our seminars, and we appreciate that. Yes, there are UH doctors that come in and talk. There are, as I said, support groups for all disease processes, and all kinds of social fun events as well.
Okay, and it was a great experience. People were very engaged. So there's also a lot of other opportunities, right, including meals?
There are discounts. If you are an Age Well, Be Well member, you get a 10% discount at every UH cafeteria. So if you attend one of the events at one of the hospital systems, you can have lunch or dinner in the cafeteria. But there are also events out in the community, at libraries, at senior centers, at skilled nursing facilities, at assisted livings. It's a community benefit, and we are encompassing everyone in this benefit.
Okay, and you're partnering with the American Cancer Society for something.
We are. It's a program called Look Good, Feel Better, and it specifically targets women that have cancer, and it's just a wonderful program. The American Cancer Society comes in and presents it, and they actually give each woman that attends $250 in makeup and teach her how to use it for her skin tone. They teach you how to tie scarves, they teach you how to style wigs, and it's a very underutilized program in this area, so we decided to partner and market it for them.
Okay, great. I'm glad we were able to mention it on the show here today. So to get all that information, you have to be a member, like I am. So tell people how to sign up.
We signed you up, and thank you for joining. And I have your welcome packet here, which we'll show in a second. The easiest way to do it is the way that you did it. Go online, and I think we'll have some information on how to do that. Go online and put your information in there, and then you'll receive a welcome packet, and you'll start receiving the information. You can also call. There's a phone number where you can call, and our concierge answers the phone and takes your membership. And there are cards out in the community at the hospital systems, in skilled nursing facilities. You'll see them all over, and you can sign up and mail that card in.
Right. I understand I get a T-shirt, right?
You do get a T-shirt.
Want that T-shirt.
Here's the T-shirt that you'll get when you sign up.
All right.
It's a great Age Well, Be Well T-shirt, so people can be out in the community advertising our program.
Absolutely. Thank you so
for
much.
joining.
This program and all that it offers provides so many opportunities for older adults to get engaged, get informed, and get busy. To learn more about Age Well, Be Well, and to sign up, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Kristen for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information, call the Center for Lifelong Health at University Hospitals at 844-312-LIFE. That's 5433. Or visit www.uhhospitals.org/lifelonghealth. Next, benefiting others and your own. But first, let's say you're shopping for Chilean nylons and Australian bananas. What kind of store would you visit? We'll hook you up with the answer when we return.
Hilltop Village Apartments is retirement living at its best. Residents enjoy a wide variety of activities and living services with all large first-floor apartments, private screened-in patios with beautiful park views, daily dining room meals, free laundry facilities, 24-hour staff, and so much more. Enjoy safe, comfortable independence at a very affordable price. Call today for a tour and learn how you can get your first month's rent free. Hilltop Village Apartments, retirement living at its best.
While Chilean nylons may sound like hosiery and Australian bananas sound like produce, they are actually species of shrimp. So your first stop to find them? A fish store.
There are a few financial ways you can do unto others while still taking care of you and yours. Jim Lineweaver is here with ways to provide for the charity of your choice and provide financially for your family. Jim is a certified financial planner professional with the Lineweaver Financial Group. Welcome back to the show.
Good morning.
So today we're talking about helping others and ourselves.
Yeah, there are some things out there where you can really benefit other people and create an income for yourself as well as possibly your beneficiaries too. So we're dealing with things that involve charity. So normally when you have a charitable entity, it could be a church or other entity that may say they've maybe helped you out through your life or whatever the reason, then you can make a donation to them. But if you structure it correctly, you can not only get a deduction, but you can also take care of your family as well.
Wow, how do we do this?
Well, one of them is called a donor-advised fund. So this is where you can make contributions to this donor-advised funds. There's relatively low minimums to open them up. Maintenance fees are very low, no annual distribution requirements, no annual tax filings, which are nice. You don't have to create another tax return. Your donations can be either publicly or private, so if you didn't want them announced out there and keep it confidential, you can. And also there's some higher deduction limits for this than some other things that we'll talk about in a little bit. But really this does give people some flexibility to say, okay, let's get started with maybe $5,000 to $10,000. It doesn't have to be hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. And they will get a deduction for the money going in. They can get a nice income stream coming out, and they can also make it multi-generational. So if they want it not only for themselves, but possibly for their kids, they can do that. But as far as the money going to some of these charities and things, you do have to be a little bit careful.
Okay. Sounds really good, but are there disadvantages?
There is on this one, just because what ends up happening is you cannot really create you can't pay a board, so to speak. So if you're trying to get your family members involved, you can, but it's all voluntary, where some more boards they get paid. Some people, as they make donations to charities, they actually want some type of scholarship or something to go to their alma mater. You can't do that with this as well. So there are some drawbacks on donor-advised funds because you lose a little bit of the control.
Okay, well, another option, a private foundation.
Yes, this is where you're going to have a lot more money involved. So it's not just going to be the $5,000 to $10,000. It's going to be much higher than that. You get a little more flexibility with this because you can actually provide a board and actually pay the members of the board for that. And you're going to be able to have some other flexibility. If you want to do scholarships where you can't with donor-advised funds, you can name CSU or whatever university you had. You can actually get those listed for future contributions and things along that nature. So you can have a lot more flexibility, you can get more family members involved, but it's a much higher dollar amount. And with that, unfortunately, comes one of the disadvantages, or a couple of them, which is much higher costs.
Okay,
so maybe a starting point of this might be somewhere in the, $10,000 plus. There are required annual distributions on this. They're usually around 5% or higher, where there's not any on the donor advised funds. And there is annual reporting. So on a private foundation, you're going to have to do a tax return. It's called Form 990 or 990, and that is going to be something that's going to have to be filed on an annual basis.
Okay. But you have a third option, right?
We do, yes. This is more of the multifamily that we talked about in the beginning. So this is where if you want a charitable lead trust or charitable remainder trust, and what this means is you might be gifting highly appreciated assets that you don't want to pay the taxes on. You can donate that to a charity, they can sell it, and then what happens is if it's a lead trust, then that charity is going to get the income first for so many years, and then what's going to happen is then after so many years, it'll kick into you and your family. But you're going to get a deduction going in, you're going to create an income, you can go multi-generational. A charitable remainder trust is just the opposite. So what's going to happen is that you're going to donate maybe these appreciated assets, get a tax deduction, then what will happen is then you're going to get the income first, charity would then get it second. But it's a nice way to benefit a lot of people involved, and you can do beneficiaries on that one too.
Lots of options. Sounds like that you need help.
There are, and so what happens is we provide a no obligation, no cost for kind of charity organization analysis if people want to try to make some donations and help their family out as well.
All right. They say charity begins at home, and that's where you can decide how to benefit others while still taking care of you and your family. For help, give Jim a call. His number's next.
For more information, call the Lineweaver Financial Group at 1-888-313-4009 or visit www.lineweaver.net. Next, a balancing act. Looking for places to go, things to do? Welcome to our community calendar. Family films, movie lovers' must-sees, and more. It's all a part of the 20th Annual Cinema at the Square from August 3rd through the 20th. Enjoy 14 fabulous films, including The Wizard of Oz, When Harry Met Sally, and Casablanca, shown on a big screen at the Connor Palace Theater. Tickets are just $5 each and include pre-show cartoons and old-time organ music. For info on admission, call 216-241-6000 or click to www.playhousesquare.org/cinema.
Mind, body, spirit. We know we're at our best when they're all working together. But let's face it, sometimes that's hard to make it happen, especially when you're not at your ideal weight. Tisha Marie is here to share ways to make our mind, body, and spirit join forces for better well-being. Tisha is the Chief Executive Officer for the First Class Luxury Concierge. I can't even say that, Concierge Group. So, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Welcome to the show, though.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, when you're overweight, a lot of times the extra pounds aren't really where the problem is, right?
No, it begins with the mind, and it I'm so sorry. It all depends. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Can we do that over?
Matt? We can do an edit, she said. So what does that mean? We start over the whole segment? Okay. So we're going to roll it back and at the end of that Casablanca thing.
Right, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Remember, this is all about relaxation. You're
right.
talking about it. Use that. Mind, body, spirit. We know we're at our best when they're all working together. But let's face it, sometimes that's hard to make it happen, especially when we're not at our ideal weight. Tisha Marie is here to share ways to make our mind, body, and spirit join forces for better well-being. Tisha is the Chief Executive Officer for the First Class Luxury Concierge Group. Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
So sometimes we know when you're overweight, it's really not the pounds that are the issue, right?
That's true. Sometimes it has to do with the mind. It has to do with the mind being, maybe sometimes people have issues in their life where they can't control them of eating constantly, or
Stress.
right? Yes. Yes. A lot of the times it has to deal with the stress, emotions. And then sometimes people find themselves eating more and more than what they should, or sometimes some people are just stress eaters and want to eat more than what they need to.
So we're going to address an issue of weight. We kind of sometimes have to get into what's going on inside your head, right?
Mind,
So how
body.
do you do that?
Well, we have counselors. We do have a consultation for the client, and then once we go over the consultation with them, we let them know that we do have a counselor on site that can help them deal with whatever's going on emotionally with them.
Is it hard to get the people to open up?
Sometimes it is, but with more than one continued visit, they open up more and more with what's going on with them.
Okay, so they can kind of get that going, and maybe if it's stress, relaxation is a good thing.
Yes.
So do you teach some kind of relaxation technique?
Yes, we have classes that we do, like wellness classes. We do weight loss coaching classes, and we have a mind, body, and spirit class where we have, many times people go to the park and, you know, like to enjoy the waterfalls or whatever. We have a waterfall on site where people can rejuvenate and relax themselves on site. And we help them do that with coaching them and teaching them. We have a wellness coach also on the premises, and they teach them how to release and just let go of whatever negative energy that they have going on with them.
Do essential oils help?
Yes, we have essential oils. We have a large variety, but just to name a few, we have peppermint oil, we have lavender oil, we have spearmint, and then we have many others that we offer to them to, you know, let their senses flow.
I hear lavender is good for sleeping. So
it is very good.
It should help
Yes,
for relaxation.
yes.
So once they're getting more relaxed, what's the next step that you take people through?
We have them come in and help them, once we figure out what's going on with them mentally, we have them come in so we can help them get the excess weight off of them. Like we have a vibration plate that they can use, and the vibration plate does is it vibrates the whole body, and it's equivalent to working out for 1 hour, but you're only on it for like 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm all for that.
And then also we have a sauna detox blanket. You lay under the sauna detox blanket for about 45 minutes, and you burn it about 1,900 calories. And
I'm all for that too, just laying down and burning calories, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So you help guide with nutrition and these kind of jump starts to weight loss so that they feel good about that and can continue that on, right?
Yes, we give them a meal plan to help them lead them and guide them to the right direction of where they need to be going to get the excess weight off of them.
All right, it sounds like a good plan for people.
Yes, it is.
When managing a major makeover, it's best to have your body and mind merge. For help, give Tisha a call. Her number's next.
Learn more by calling First Class Luxury Concierge Group at 216-678-0213 or log on to www.firstclassluxurygroup.weebly.com. Up next, very classy. It's time to get up and go, an exercise segment on golden opportunities.
Hello everybody, I'm Mike Carbon from Breakout Fitness, and we're here today to show you how to work every major muscle in the lower body with one simple exercise. You ready to go?
I am ready.
Let's do it. Okay. We have a chair next to us here in the studio. You should have some firm surface next to you just in case you get trouble when you're at home. All we're going to do is stand with good posture. We're going to keep our feet shoulder width apart. We're simply going to take one big step out in front of us, dip down so both legs are at about a 90-degree angle, and push yourself back up. Alternate. Let's go ahead and switch legs, down and up. In this particular movement, we want to do at least 20 repetitions so we can at least get 10 for each side. How you feeling?
Dynamite.
Dynamite, all right. Notice Lori has great posture here. She's doing good. Make sure you breathe. Exhale with exertion, inhale as your body's resting. And now it's your turn to get up and go.
For your copy of the exercise booklet, send $1 for postage to Golden Opportunities, 6105 Parkland Boulevard, Suite 140, Mayfield Heights, Ohio, 44124.
His name is synonymous with great getaways that are close by and super cool. Neil Zurcher is in the driver's seat today to steer us to a few of the best of the one-tank trips that are featured in his book of the same name. So welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much. It's nice to be here.
You're talking about the best of. There's been so many. How do you in the world do you pick some?
Well, I started in television here in Cleveland in 1962. And I finally quit last November, so it's been a long time, and I got to travel a lot of miles in those years. And when we finally stopped, I decided I should go back and take a look at like the last 30 or 40 years of places we had traveled and try to find the best. And that's what we came up with, is a book with about 100 of the best trips we took. Okay. Now, we didn't go to all the major amusement parks and things like that.
Everybody knows about those.
We tried to find places that people weren't aware of.
Okay.
Maybe they'd never heard of, like the Titan Aircraft Company over in Ashtabula County.
Okay.
How many people know that we still make airplanes here in Ohio?
Not
and
many, I'm
especially
sure.
World War II fighter planes. These are actually 3/4 size scale of the World War II P-51 Mustang. They make a Titan, and the amazing part about this is they have a plant there on Route 45, and they give free tours of the plant.
So you can see how the planes are actually made.
Yeah, it's a great idea for kids and people that want to learn about airplanes, or they just like airplanes. And if you're lucky, you go out there on a day that they're finishing one, you might see one come take off or land right there
testing, huh?
down the road. So it's that kind of a place we went to, that we tried to find places that people might not think about.
Next one is Sylvania, Ohio,
Sylvania,
right?
Ohio,
Out near Toledo.
Wonderful place up there, Fossil Park.
Okay.
How many people like to take their kids and go out and find rocks, especially if they have trilobites or those little fossils in them? And up there in Sylvania, it's one of 2 places in the entire world that you can find these huge deposits of these fossils. And the city operates this park, and it's a free park. And what the kids find there, they can take home.
Oh,
it's
boy.
an incredible place to go.
So where's the other place in the world?
The other place is in England.
Okay. Well, this is much closer for us.
Much closer. You don't have to fly across the ocean.
So the trilobites, what else do you find?
Well, I knew you'd pay me down on that. I forgot.
Oh, I've got, let's see,
there are some other,
Devonian era.
Thank you, Devonian era.
Trilobites, corals. I can't pronounce the rest of them. So.
Ohio used to be in the bottom of a sea millions of years ago, and this is one of the areas that it was. And this quarry up in Sylvania, Ohio, is one of the settlements where they've just found all kinds of these fossils.
Yeah, that would be
and
cool.
Kids find them every day. I mean, it's not just something once in a while. Well, the day we were there, some youngster found one. It was worth like $75.
Oh, my goodness.
So it is worthwhile.
Third stop, we're going out of the state of Ohio, right?
Out of the state of Ohio over to New York State. And over there is the last, probably the only place in the northeast United States that you can go on an underground boat ride. And it's right along the Erie Canal, right at Lockport, New York. And it's just an incredible ride. It was a tunnel that was built in the 1800s to supply water. But when they took the water out and didn't need it anymore, they found they had a tunnel there, and some of the water stayed in there, and it's dead. I mean, there's nothing grows in it. It's an interesting boat ride, and it's kind of a neat thing to do on a hot summer day.
Wow, I wish we had time to go through all 100, but we don't. So they're going to have to buy your book for that, right?
Absolutely.
Well, it's great to have you here and talking about all these things.
Thank you so much.
We're going to hold the book up here now. All of these excursions are timeless treasures, just like our tour guide. My thanks to Neil Zurcher for letting us all ride along. And if you want more of the best of One Tank trips, get your own copy of the book by using the information that's coming up next.
To order the book, call Gray & Company Publishers at 216-431-2665 or click to www.gray-company.com. www.graco.com. Next, a world of friendship.
Right now, proton therapy, a revolutionary treatment for many types of cancer, is available for the first time in Ohio and only at University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. That's the future of cancer care. That's UH Seidman Cancer Center. Right now, the trusted experts of University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center and the most advanced cancer-fighting technologies are in 17 community locations. That's leading-edge care where you're most comfortable. That's UH Seidman Cancer Center.
Did you miss a phone number or website? Then here's your second chance, because we're going to list all of that information again. Then we'll be back with a friendly word or two. As we celebrate our freedom living in the USA this July, remember that the world generally seems too filled with hate, fighting, and mistrust. We all need to stop and reverse this trend, and one way to do that is to join in on the International Day of Friendship, which happens to be today. Here to explain more is my friendly law partner, Mike Solomon. So give us a little history about the International Day of Friendship.
Well, the United Nations declared July 30th the official International Day of Friendship back in 2011. And prior to that, it was celebrated in various countries, South America, Malaysia, U.S., at various dates in July and August and September. And so the United Nations declared a particular day as World Friendship Day. And in the U.S. and in Ohio, it's celebrated on June 30th. And back a decade or so ago, the United States nominated Winnie the Pooh as the ambassador of friendship. But, you know, Democrats and Republicans don't get together, so they never could confirm Winnie the Pooh. So Winnie is not officially the ambassador.
Oh,
but
I would vote for him.
Okay.
But today is actually the official day to celebrate. So what did the UN plan would happen on this date?
Well, they hope that, you know, the nationally and, you know, state levels and local levels, that, you know, the governments promote, you know, friendship, and people promote friendship among peoples, different cultures, different, you know, all that, different ethnic groups, kind of get everyone to get together and look at what we have in common and not look at all the differences and the antagonisms. They actually have a foundation called the World Friendship Crusade. That's a foundation that promotes it at the national level and the local level, you know, all sorts of events, and try to get people to understand each other a little bit better.
Okay. So what can we personally do to celebrate? Well,
you know, you could do, you know, a variety of things you could do. You know, you could, you know, talk with friends, tell them, you know, you care about them. You know, random acts of kindness. You know, go up to strangers and you know, hopefully not in a dangerous setting, and try
not
to.
late at night.
You know, don't do it late at night. And, you know, see if they'll, you know, you can, you know, they'll respond to some act of kindness. Smile to people. You know, that of course can have two reactions. One is a good reaction, one's not so good, so be very careful. But, you know, dedicate songs to people, take pictures of people, just enjoy people and tell them that you care for them, and the world will be a better place, hopefully.
All right, hopefully that's right. Actually, studies have shown that people with strong social relationships live longer and they're happier. So celebrate your friends and promote world peace, understanding, and diversity. For more information on International Friendship Day, look for this month's Boomer and Beyond magazine, available everywhere for free, or contact Mike. The number's next.
Call Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information, or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.ssnplaw.com.
Thanks for joining us. We're preempted next week, but be sure to join us on August 13th when we'll tune into the benefits of telemedicine. Then we'll find a few ways to make you smile, and we'll present new protections for nursing home residents. But until then, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
If you'd like to join our kitchen conversation, visit our website, www.goldenopportunities.tv. Like us on Facebook. Call us at 440-742-GO-TV or email us at kitchen@goldenopportunities.tv. We'd love to hear from you.
Golden Opportunities is paid for by Elder Productions.